from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Recovered by the Ravens.
It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Brings up
the numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 84 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
2-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 2, here's first and goal. Jackson going to run. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive, and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when at the beginning of the season he was not named the starting quarterback, but when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity, and by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And he'll bang that one through. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 60 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
So they... On first down, Darnold. Campbell making the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
At the 22-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Darnold from the gun. And Darnold, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
New York ready to go again offensively. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A couple